we're gonna make some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So what I'm doing right now, I got out a little piece of tri-tip. I'm cleaning out the fat because you don't need all the fat on it. And just gonna prep the meat real quick.
So you're just gonna cut that really thin?
Yeah. Gonna cut into super thin slices.
You're gonna marinate it while the bread rises. This is just my bread recipe that I did a video on. I'll link it in the description. We'll have fresh bread with it. Dinner rolls or whatever they are. Alright, so you're just cutting them super, super thin.
As thin as you can get it with a knife. If you got a slicer, you can use a slicer. But this is what I got, so.
Basically, we're making do with what we got.
Yup. You know, since we're all locked up in our houses, at least most people like to think that. I just see it as time to relax and recover from everything that you're going through. Quality time with the family. Alright, so all I'm gonna do now is gonna get some of this, put a little bit on the base of the bowl that I'm gonna sit it in, and just throw a little bit, not too much. You don't want to overdo it on each piece. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna chop these up thin little slices and put them into marinade.
Okay. So you're just chopping them up into small little thin slices.
Yep.
So basically when we actually go to cook it, it's gonna cook all at one time.
Yep. Doesn't have to be a certain size either, just whatever size you think you can handle.
Same with the onion, you're just slicing it up.
Yep. Slicing it, since these are already rounds, it's just easier. All you gotta do is just bang right down the middle and then just break it apart as it goes into your bowl. And that gives you your onion slices. Really easy, really simple, really fast.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper into this just to get a little flavor. And I'm gonna let it marinate with some of this on there. This is the brand I prefer. I mean, it's up to you, whatever you want to put on it, but this is what I'm gonna use to let it marinate in.
One for the marinade, one for you?
Pretty much, because I gotta marinate in this shit too, right? I always like to make sure that it's covered all the way up so that everything gets penetrated with the flavor of the onion and the bell pepper. The alcohol in the beer tends to suck it all in, and it lets it marinate into the meat. And there you go, just let it sit until the rest of the kitchen's ready. This is not normal, at least I don't think it is. She thinks it is, but she wanted mushrooms in it, so we're gonna add some of our dehydrated mushrooms in there. I'm gonna let those marinate along with the meat and the bell peppers and onions.
So you gotta stir that up or just shake it up in the thing?
I'm gonna stir it up because if I shake it up, that activates the
Beer?
beer. And you don't want it effervescing in there, so just take a spoon and push it all down. Make sure it's all underneath the beer. And you can see the beer creating a bunch of bubbles. And so when it comes out, after it's soaked here, you're gonna see that your bell peppers and onions. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add some butter. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And I'm gonna try to coat the bottom of the pan. And this will just get all that meat and all the veggies from sticking to the pot itself and give it a little bit of extra flavor. Now the meat has been sitting for about an hour and 20 minutes in the beer. And you don't need the beer. You're literally just gonna take the meat and the veggies out and throw them into the pan. Everything all together. It doesn't matter if you get a little bit of the meat or the beer in it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. You just don't want a whole lot of it. And you're literally just gonna cook it all together till it gets done. I'm gonna do while I got the meat cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and shred the cheese. Might be a little too big, might work. And simple as that. The wife's got all kinds of knickknacks for shredding cheese. So
That's just mozzarella cheese?
it's just mozzarella cheese.
That's what we got.
Yep. Just pulled it out of the fridge. We had it in there. That's what we're gonna use.
Alright.
And now all we're gonna do is just mix it around. Make sure all the flavor flows through all the meats.
Basically, you're cooking all that liquid off.
Yep. Once this finishes steaming up, all the flavor is gonna soak into the meat and you're really gonna taste it. Right now I'm just gonna leave it uncovered for now and let it cook it up.
Alright.
So you do want to do a little taste test like right in the middle of it. Make sure you get that nice little garlic flavor going. So I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic salt at this time.
This time it's garlic salt.
Yeah, and this time it is garlic salt, not garlic powder. And this is the one that I like.
Okay. Just stir it in.
And as you can see, I did shred the beef, and that's because I just wanted to cook it faster. And we're still gonna use it. Everything's gonna come out great. I hope you guys like the end result. All right, so what she's gonna do now, she's cut the bread in half. She's gonna throw it into a pan with a little bit of butter in it, just to give it the nice crispy taste you need inside of it.
This is what the dinner rolls look like.
And those are the dinner rolls that she made today off of her dinner roll recipe.
No, it's a bread recipe.
Or the bread. All right, so as you can see, the meat is done. Bell peppers, onions are grilled. Just take and put as much as you want on each one of your hoagies. There's never anything wrong with a little bit of extra. And then finally, the last thing I do, add that cheese on the mine, because that's what makes it a little Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Cover it up, let it sit for a few minutes. The heat in the meat will melt that cheese. And there it is, the cheese is melted, ready to go. Enjoy.